Hey guys, it's Targon once again. Um, I just finished making the video showing you some of my defense reports. Now I'm going to show you some of the attack reports I did on these guys. All I did was I just sent a few small like delayer waves at them. But what I want to cover here, and some people in my alliance have asked me to cover this, is when do you attack an enemy and when do you not attack an enemy? And obviously uh, that really depends on the situation, depends on what your alliance is doing. So even if, like, my guidelines here that I'm going to give you for when to attack an enemy versus when to not attack an enemy, even if my guidelines aren't there, and you shouldn't by this guide attack the enemy, but your alliance is still saying attack them, just go with it. Go with your alliance. You gotta stay loyal to your alliance. Um, Basically, there's a couple questions that I ask people when they are telling me that they want to attack someone. The first thing is, do we have a scouting report? A scouting report is huge. If you know what your enemy has, you have an advantage on them because you know what's in the city, you know what you can then figure out what sort of attacks to send at them to best kill off their troops. Now, sometimes players will use an eyes and ears on the player, which is good to get an initial idea, but I still, as a general rule of thumb, I don't attack someone unless they, unless I'm able to actually get an actual scout report, because that way I can monitor my progress, I can see what the other player is doing, and I can know at any given time what troops are in there. So being able to actually scout it again and again is very helpful, and I don't think you want to be blowing through, what are they, 45 cents a piece on eyes and ears to get 10 of those to use for one battle. It's just not worth it. So definitely try to get a scouting report. If you can't, really, I wouldn't go ahead and attack it unless it was a whole bunch of you going after it. Now, uh, the other thing is, do you have the troops to take the guy on? If you get a scout on the city and you see he has tons and tons and tons of troops in there, and you don't have that many troops in your war city that you're going to try to port in, don't go for it. I actually, as a rule of thumb, never attack alone unless it's like I'm attacking newbies or something like that, which I rarely ever do because it's just kind of pointless to me. But when you're going to attack, try and have an attack buddy have 2 or more people teleport in on one target. Now, if you guys collectively do not have a decent number more troops than the guy you're attacking, don't attack him. Don't. You're just going to be wasting your troops. Typically, the advantage goes to the defender if the defender is online. So that's another question I'll often ask when people are trying to get me to help on an attack. So the first thing I'll ask is, do we have a scouting report? Yes. Okay. Do we know if this guy is online or not? If he is online, what I'll often do is if we're still going to try and go through with the attack, I will send some small delayer waves. And here's just sort of an example. Oh, no, that was here. Now, all I sent here, 10,000 warriors and archers and 1,000 layers. That's my typical delayer wave. And I just see what that does. And so I don't know if you guys can see this, but on this hit, so let me, yeah, you can kind of see it here. I'm getting a 39% heal rate. There's 0 honor, so I'm not losing honor, which kind of stinks, but it means I'm killing stuff. And you look here, 130,000 XP. for my hero, what this tells me is that I'm actually doing a significant amount of damage. So try and like get an idea in your head as to like how much experience you want to be getting. For a wave this size, 10,000 warriors, 10,000 archers, and a few other things, this is actually a really good hit. So now what this will kind of indicate to me, if the guy is online, if I know he's online, this indicates that he may not really be a very smart player. He may not be a very smart defender, in which case I would still be able to continue an attack on him. I would still consider doing that. Now, if, let's say, that what showed up here was like 5,000 experience, or probably even less, if it's like 1,000 experience or less on a wave like this, no, I don't want to keep going, because probably what he did is he adjusted his defenses in such a way that he would have minimal losses. And so even though I would be dumping honor on him, it really would not be making a dent, because even with a 13% heal rating, if I'm just killing 100 troops for a wave, you know, he's not losing much at all. So typically, that's a big indicator to me. Now, I don't have any bigger attacks. Really, what we were doing is we were trying to take, one of our alliance members was trying to take a historical city that this alliance had, and when he teleported on the historic city, um, some of the other alliance members from the enemy alliance teleported in on him, so me and a few others teleported in there just to distract him enough. But so that's just a little kind of basic synopsis of when do you attack or when do you not attack.